Hi there, my name is Tyrant44, and today I'm actually taking a little bit of a break from Redstone. Instead, I'm going to be showing off 3 PvP minigames that my friends and I have designed and built here on our server, Unity SMP. These are all a lot of fun, and each game has its own unique twist. So the first game up is Unity Blitz, and it was designed by CaveSpider000. The premise of this game is that you build your own kit for PvP. You split into 2 teams and each enters one of these sets of doors. And then inside there's a bunch of barrels containing items that can be used for PvP. The catch is, you're only allowed a limited number, so you have to choose wisely. To be exact, you're allowed a full set of armor plus 5 additional items. And the armor even comes in different levels with different enchantments so that you can fully customize your kit. Over here there's various melee weapons, including swords with different levels and enchantments, as well as axes. There's water buckets and lava buckets, bows with flame, bows with infinity, crossbows with either piercing or multi-shot, and then when it comes to stackable items, you only get a certain number per slot. So in the case of arrows, you get 8, or if you want to use firework rockets with crossbows, you get 6 of them. Over here there's various food items, and even totems of undying. And then over here there's some more interesting items like ender pearls, fishing rods, cobwebs, and even planks so you can build. Basically, you're building your own class, and there's a whole bunch of different combinations you can make. And when it's time to fight, you duke it out in this arena, which has both upper and lower levels and tunnels that run underneath. Here's a little bit of gameplay footage.
Let's go.
But by far the most chaotic item you could use is the end crystals. What?
That was a clutch.
What? Just over the mountain from the games district, there's a PvP Coliseum built by Break Thy Will. But after he built it, we needed to come up with a game to put inside of it. And so we came up with this game, which we call Headhunters. On Unity, we have the data pack that causes players' heads to drop when killed by another player. And so, we made a PvP game out of it. There are 2 teams, and when you kill players on the other team, you have to take their heads and put them up on your monument. First team to completely fill their monument wins. But to get up to the monuments, you have to walk up a spiral staircase and across a tight rope of chains. And this puts you in a very vulnerable position. You can easily get knocked off and take a lot of fall damage. So it's really important to strategize when you want to make a move on the monument. You might even want to have your teammates cover you. There's also some lava pools around that you can use to dispose of your own team's heads, or stop the other team from getting yours. At each end of the arena, there's a bed to set your spawn, and then this system, which when you run through, equips all of the gear you need, plus 5 arrows and 5 pork chops. And all of the gear has Curse of Vanishing, so it doesn't clog up inventories when players die. Now getting all of this Curse of Vanishing gear is really difficult in survival. You need to use villager trading for it, and to be honest, we just dupe it. But if you don't want to put Curse of Vanishing on all of the gear, you could maybe make a cleanup system out here with hopper minecarts or allays. And if you don't have the player head data pack, you could just add another module here that dispenses a special block that the other team collects when they kill you. By the way, this is what the circuit looks like that distributes the arrows and the pork chops. So the last pressure plate is over this dust, and then the repeaters cut off this comparator after a few ticks. But while it's active, it pushes up these observers, and then deactivates this torch, which closes the fence gate so you can't go before you have all your items. This game is just good old-fashioned PvP, and it's a lot of fun to play. Just ask Keeper Crash.
Don't burn your own head.
Yes, I'm working on it.
There you go.
I got it. You
Damn
no,
son of a bitch. Me and the goat ass. Dick move. Dick move. Fucking a duck.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody, please give me a break. Fucking goddamn son of a mother. I will eat your liver. I'm going to eat your kidneys.
Oh my god.
So the last game is Cornobble Defenestrate. It was designed by Thin Man Mr. Jones and is unique in the way that you actually don't want to kill your opponent. To play, you divide into 2 teams, then each team will head up their own side of the tower. At the top, you'll set your spawn and grab a fish or a cornobbler from the chest there. So the word cornobble means to slap someone with a dead fish, and the word defenestrate means to throw someone out of a window. That is exactly what the objective of this game is. Teams will both send out 1 player at a time to face off at the top of the tower, and the players will attempt to knock the other person off by slapping them with a fish. The catch, however, is that when you knock your opponent off, you don't want them to die. If you die, you respawn right back at the top of the tower, and you can get right back in the game. This means that while you're at the top, you want to sustain enough damage while you're fighting so that when you fall, you for sure will die. If you live, however, after falling off the tower, then you are out of the game, and the first team to lose all of their players loses. Sometimes we also play with an additional rule, that if you're out of the game, you can help out your teammates using a fishing rod. You can maybe try punch bows as well. The platform is 18 blocks off the ground, which means you'll survive if you have at least 8 hearts. And adding dripstone and hay bales to the mix adds for a little more chaos. At the bottom here, there are some allays that will pick up the fish, as well as the player heads that drop. And this contraption down below sends the fish back up to the top of the tower and the heads into head storage. Okay, I know I said no redstone today, but I'll just show you what's going on here. So this is a simple repeater clock that occasionally activates these note blocks, which keep the allays attached to them, and it can be toggled on and off with this lever. And then the allays throw the items into these hoppers, which dispenses them into this water stream. And then here there's an item filter that sorts out the cornobblers, and then the heads just go off into head storage. And then the rest of this is a perfect 50-50 item splitter designed by Ilmango, which splits the cornobblers between these 2 bubble columns, which ensures both sides get the same number of cornobblers. But you really don't need all of this. You could just as easily have the allays throw the items into some hoppers and then sort them out manually when the round is over. This game is easy to build, a lot of fun, and never gets old. I highly recommend it.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I hope you all enjoy these games as much as we do. And if you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll be happy to answer. And leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Also, I've put together a world download, in case you want to take a closer look at any of the games, or try them out without having to build them. And if you like minigames, go check out some of my other designs. I've started a playlist and linked that and the world download down in the description. And subscribe, because I have a whole lot more I plan to show off. And don't worry, I'll get back to Redstone very, very soon. Thanks for watching.